This lesson is on cumulative histograms, calculating a specific interval. The question reads, how many students scored a grade between 80 to 89 on their math test? First of all, how do we know that this is a cumulative histogram? Alright, if you look at the intervals start out with the same grade each time, continuing to build onto each other. So 60 to 69, and then I continue and make it 60 to 79, which is bigger, and it continues throughout the histogram. Also, the bar heights tells us the frequency. So 60 to 69 have 2 people. Okay, so in order to find a specific group, we need to look at the interval that they want. The interval they want is 80 to 89. So we need to find out which interval contains 80 to 89. If we notice, we see this interval goes up to 89, which means that 80 to 89 must be contained in this third column here. So I'm going to highlight the 80 to 89. Alright, well, I don't want all grades 60 to 89, so I need to figure out the column before it and make sure that if I take out that interval, I will be left with my 80 to 89. The column before it ends with a 79. So if I take out the column before, which is 60 to 79, I will be left with the additional part, which starts here, which would be 80 to 89 would be this section of the interval. Okay, so you just simply subtract. So if you can remember, when you're trying to find a specific interval, the key piece is to subtract, and you need to subtract the column before. Okay, so, well, we need to know what the frequencies are. If you notice up here, the 60 to 89 has 7 people, and the 60 to 79 has 4 people. Make sure that you always start with the bigger number and subtract the smaller number so that you get a positive answer. So if we take 60 to 89, which has 7 people, and 60 to 79, which has 4 people, and we subtract them, 7 minus 4 gives us 3. So we were left with 3 people are in the intervals 80 to 89. And if you'll notice, this one stops at 79, so it makes sense that the additional piece would be 80 to 89. And if you'll notice, there are 3 units for this part, which is added.